The screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So we ended till here, and then like I was telling you that people, they form an opinion without knowing the person properly. So this last line, the foreigners who came down to bathe and saw him there said that these Italian fishermen were lazy devils. So they were completely oblivious, unaware of Salvatore's situation, of the pain, the suffering which he was undergoing at that present time. But they gave their opinion that they are lazy people. These are Italian fishermen, they are lazy devils. This is how they used to talk. In fact, everyone does this, right? All of us do this. We form an opinion without knowing what the person is going through, right? This is a very common thing which most of us do. About most of us, everyone does, right? So let's move further. Sometimes, Kalash, you have read, no? Who has not? Shayantani, you read.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes he used to bring his children down to give them a bath. They were both boys, and at this time the elder was 3 and the younger less than 2.
So we
They
already know
sprawled-
that children were born to them, born to Salvatore, and then like they were both the children were boys, and so at times he used to take them to the sea to give them a bath. So both of them were boys. The elder one was 3 and the younger one was less than 2. So the younger one was very young.
They sprawled about at the water's edge stark naked, and Salvatore, standing on a rock, would dip them in the water. The elder
Sprawl
one
means,
bore
what
it.
is the meaning of sprawling? When you sit with your arms or limbs stretched out, right, spread out. So that is sprawling. About the water's edge, stark naked. Stark naked means completely naked.
The elder one bore it with stoicism, but the baby
Stoicism.
screamed
I told
lustily.
you what is stoicism the other day. Can anyone tell me the meaning of stoicism? Who can tell me the meaning? Yes, the other day when I was talking about Salvatore, I told you that he was a very stoic fellow. So
Stoicism means a person who can endure pain without letting anyone know
yes,
about
a
it.
person who has a lot of endurance and patience. He doesn't start screaming, crying, and howling whenever the person is in pain. Right? He has a lot of patience, and we know that Salvatore, and we know that that Salvatore possessed all these characteristics. He had a lot of endurance. So the younger son of Salvatore, he also bore it with stoicism. Bore it with stoicism means he didn't complain or he didn't start screaming when he was dipped into water, right? He tolerated it patiently. But the baby screamed lustily. But this one, the younger one, screamed lustily. Lustily means with his entire strength and with his entire energy. The younger one was too young, so he didn't, it was very difficult for him to tolerate. And so whenever he was dipped into water, the younger son, he started screaming with his full energy.
Salvatore had enormous hands like legs of
Enormous hands
mutton.
means big hands, because now he was a man, right? So he was a mature man now, so now his hands were also enormous, and because of the hard work also. His legs of mutton, so he had grown. He was not that lean and lanky and lean and thin fellow like he was in the beginning. A simile has been used in the beginning to describe Salvatore's personality or his health. What was it? As thin as?
Rail.
As thin as a rail, right?
Yes, ma'am. As thin as the rail.
Yes, because he was very thin at that time, but now his hands were enormous, his legs of mutton, like legs of mutton. Yes.
Coarse and hard from constant toil, but
Constant
when he
toil
bathed
means
his
due to hard work. Due to constant hard work, they were the hands were rough and coarse.
but when he bathed his children, holding them
Yes,
so tenderly,
yes. Continue.
drying them with delicate care, upon my word, they were like flowers. Would seat the naked baby on the palm on his hand and hold him up, laughing a little at his smallness, and his laugh was like the laughter of an angel. His eyes then were as candid as his child's.
As candid. Candid means very honest and
Honest.
very, yes, Tanisha.
Ma'am, truthfulness is eyes.
Yes. Somebody who expresses everything very honestly and without hiding anything in a very, very sincere expression, right? Was there in his eyes. So what does this show about Salvatore? Holding them so tenderly, drying them with delicate care. In spite of the fact that his hands were rough and coarse, but when he used to handle his children, because they were very young and very delicate, so when he used to handle his children, he treated them like flowers. Another simile has been used, right? He treated them like flowers. My word, they were like flowers to him. So when you handle flowers, you handle them very delicately, right, with a lot of care. So this is the way he behaved with his children. He used to make the younger one sit on his palm, because again his palm was enormous and big one, and the child was too young, less than 2 years. So he used to make him sit on his palm and then lift him up, right? And then the baby screamed, holding them, drying them with delicate care. Upon my word, they were like flowers. He would seat the naked baby on his palm in his hand and hold him up. And then used to laugh at his smallness, how small the baby was in front of Salvatore. So this made him feel happy, right? So these things show his innocence, right? That he was a very good-hearted, very innocent person, and he was a loving father. This entire paragraph tells us one single quality which Salvatore present and possessed, and it was his fatherly love and affection towards his children. He was a wonderful father also. He was a dutiful, very good husband. He was a passionate lover. And this paragraph tells us that he was a very loving and caring father too, who spent a lot of time with his children and knew how to take care of his children, right? So he had that deep love and affection for his kids. And so he was a loving father. And his laugh was like the laughter of an angel. But still, that innocence which he possessed from the very beginning of the story, that was still there. He had grown older, but still that innocence was always there in his smile and his eyes. His eyes then were as candid as the child. Right? So his eyes were as sincere and as honest as that of a child. So his smile, his laugh, his laughter and his eyes, they always told us about his innocence. I told you the other day that eyes and smile are two things which reveal the true personality of a human being. Right? A person with very innocent smile and innocent childlike eyes. He cannot be a person with a bad heart, or he cannot be a devil inside. Right? So these were the qualities of Salvatore. I started by saying that I wondered if I could do it. And now I must tell you what it is that I have tried. So in the beginning, if you go back in the beginning, the first line of the story was, I wonder if I can do it. So the writer was not sure that whether he'll be successful in his attempt or not. So this is what he tried to do. He tried to bring out the character of Salvatore throughout the story, right? So Now, this is what he is referring to. He says, I started by saying that I wondered if I could do it. And now I must tell you what it is that I have tried to do. So what it is that I wanted to do through these pages which I have written, what I was attempting to do. I wanted to see whether I could hold your attention for a few pages while I drew for you the portrait of a man, just an ordinary fisherman who possess nothing in the world except a quality which is the rarest, the most precious, and the loveliest that anyone can have. So he says that he was just trying to bring out the story, just trying to tell us the story of a person who was an ordinary fisherman like any other fisherman. He was not a very famous person. He was not a very renowned personality, not a very popular one, not very intelligent, not very educated, not very talented either. He was just an ordinary fisherman. But there was one quality which he possessed, which made him stand out of the rest of humanity. Right? And that quality, what was that quality? That quality is the most precious and the loveliest which any human being can have. Any human being can possess. Heaven only knows why he should so strangely and unexpectedly have possessed. So the writer says that I fail to understand how he possessed such a strange and such the great and lovely quality, and unexpectedly, right? Because this is one quality which nowadays is missing in human beings. But still Salvatore possessed these qualities, and this single quality which he possessed made him different from others. All I know is that it shone in him with the radiance that if it had not been unconscious and so humble, would have been to the common run of men hardly fair. So, and the greatest thing was that he possessed this quality and he himself was unaware of its presence inside him. He was not aware of this fact that he actually possessed so much goodness inside him. And this is what made him even more great. Because if you know that you are good, then what will come inside you? If you know about your goodness, or if you know about your talents or your good qualities, what will there is one more thing which will accompany. What is it?
Ma'am, arrogance.
Arrogance, ego, pride. And then what will happen? What will be the result of it? The quality which you possess will lose its radiance, will lose its brilliance, right? It will automatically come down. Pride, arrogance, all these things are very negative, right? They bring down the qualities of a person, the good qualities of a person. So the greatest thing about Salvatore was that he possessed so much goodness inside him and he was completely unaware of it. He was not himself aware of his goodness, that he is such a great person. And so that is why it's shown in him with much more radiance and brilliance. All I know is that it's shown in him with the radiance that if it had not been unconscious and so humble, right? He was unconscious of its presence, so humble, would have been to the common run of man hardly bearable. So it would have been very unbearable to the other people. Like all the talented people who are very arrogant, they are unbearable to the common run of people. They are unbearable to the rest of the people around them. Yes or no? It becomes very difficult to tolerate them at times. Because more than their talent, their pride is highlighted. Right? That shines more brightly in their personality. Would have been to the common run of people, common run of men hardly bearable. And in such you have, and in case you have not guessed what the quality was, I'll tell you. Goodness, just goodness. So in case, the writer in the end says that in case, if still you are dumb enough and you have not judged what is the quality about which I have been talking all through these pages, then let me tell you that the name of that quality is goodness, just goodness. He possessed one single quality which made him such a wonderful person, and that quality was goodness. He had a wonderful heart. He had a very good heart. He was a great-hearted person, and this one single quality which he possessed made him such an impressive fellow. Clear? The story is clear? With this, we come to the end of the story. Thank you.